When I think about where my career would be without Laura's strategies for social media and for my online marketing, it's horrifying. I don't know what I would be doing right now. I definitely would not have as many fans as I have. I often think about people that I see on TV and then I don't see again, and then I'm like, where did they go? And you have no idea where they went. I would be one of those people, and it's very scary, especially in an industry like mine where you need to be in the public eye all the time. This has definitely kept me in the public eye. It's kept people interested in my career. It's made a huge difference for me. I know it's easy to be skeptical of instant results. I am one of the biggest skeptics in the entire world. When Laura said that I would see people immediately who were fans of mine start following me, I did not believe her, and it totally happened. When she said that I should start blogging and people would read it as long as I promoted it right, I didn't believe her, and it totally happened, and it was immediate. It happened immediately, and immediately people started contacting me for interviews, wanting me to do things with their website, and the results are immediate, which is amazing because it's one thing you don't think about. In print media, it takes 3 months for something to go from interview to print, where people actually read it. On online media, you do an interview one day and it's up the next day. Or you do something for someone's blog and it's up the next day. Or you put it on your own blog and it's up immediately, which is great. And so I've always wanted to write a comic book. That's been a dream of mine for a long time. Before I was into acting, I read comics and I've always been a big comic fan. So of course I would want to write one. But I didn't know how that would ever happen. It's not an easy industry to break into. Everybody knows it's hard to be a writer. So it was really surprising one day when I wrote about a favorite artist of mine on my blog, and he contacted me saying that he had read my blog, and he was on Twitter, and we started communicating that way. And then we ended up meeting at a conference later that we set up using Twitter. Not the conference, we set up the meeting. And through that, I ended up with a comic book deal where he is the artist, and he's one of my favorite artists. So it was through social media and through the strategy that Laura set up that I was able to realize this huge dream of mine outside of the acting world. So if you're in an industry like mine, like acting, where social media is not the norm, most actors are not getting on Twitter every day, they're not blogging all the time, you'll be way ahead of the curve. And, I started Twittering way before Britney Spears did. And then all of a sudden it was like a big thing that all these actors were Twittering, and a lot of people came to me to ask me why I was doing this. And so that's why social media has been very important for me, because it's helped me to build a fan base based on a few projects that I've done, and hopefully that fan base will continue to follow me from project to project. It's the number one question I get on Twitter from fans: what are you working on now? Which is awesome. So that means there's always people interested in what I'm doing. And I use the web to promote my business, meaning also myself. That was good! My business and myself. Okay, you want to do it one more time? You're going to use that one. You're going to like it.